Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hello. Yes, welcome to welcome to our presentation of the Kid Kill crime story. Yes, we'd like to start off with the plots and detection. So it starts off in the police station where we get a small introduction to the two main characters, Ed and Art Willis. Where Art Willis is the eye in the story, so to say. Then we get to the investigation part where Art and Ed try to find out what happened, and they start asking some questions to the people involved, being the mother and the son.
Yes. And they look at the clues, the gun in the attic and what's it called, the magazine.
Yeah,
The clips, yes.
And try to find out what happened. And then they find all sorts of clues, mags, clips, weapon.
Yeah, and the dust on the mags and what's it called? The newspaper clipping.
Yeah,
with the boy who killed his sister.
yeah, which is a similar kind of crime to what actually happened. Then the deduction part starts happening. Willis starts finding out what he pieces it all together, and then they start asking some questions to the kids, and then on the ride back, Ed is kind of confused as to why Willis would ask the kid that many questions, and then he gives him the whole explanation of what actually happened.
Yep. The motive for the killing.
Yeah, having the mother all to himself.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the push and pull effects. So, pulling, we got Detective Willis because he's at the start and throughout the story he's reluctant to talk to Jeffrey because it's he's probably very sad. Jeffrey, that's what he assumes, and the push effects could be the evidence, such as the newspaper clipping and the dust on the box of clips. Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Should we talk more about deduction?
Yeah. Characterize how deduction is carried out.
Yeah, so it was the stream of questions. You want to take it first?
Yes.
About the deduction?
Yes.
Clip it.
Yes. Alright, so how they do the deduction is they start interviewing the mother and, finding out the background to the family and what has happened to all the brothers.
Yeah, and the relationships between each one. And then after finding out how the family felt about each other and what actually happened to the rest of it, because we know that the oldest brother and the father are not with the family anymore, and now the smallest child, right?
This Ronald is gone.
Ronald is gone. Smallest child, pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Which the detective quickly pieces together. Could have been something with the middle child not getting enough attention, maybe, from the rest of the family. Also based on the paper clippings.
The newspaper clipping.
Yeah, that
they
would
find
be where
in the attic.
the middle child found out how to actually proceed with the possible killing.
Yes. And then on to characters.
Yeah.
We got Art Willis. He's a blunt and smart guy. For example, in the start, he says it was a war souvenir, wasn't it? He knew it from the start, even though he had heard very little of the case at that time. And he's a what you call a hard-boiled loner. You know, he's very smart. Yes,
He is very smart. That is
and blunt. For example, he says "stupid son of bitches." Um, so he's also the leader of this, you know, a detective partnership where there's Ed and him. He says, "Come on, Ed, time to work," because you know he calls the shots.
yeah.
And sometimes you get the feeling he just wants to go home and doesn't care for much because he says this is just a waste of time. But when he gets to the scene, he's very observant. He's describing his surroundings in high detail. And from the start, he was skeptical of this accident, so-called accident. Yeah. And then to Ed.
Then we have Ed Delay.
Delay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. He's Willis' detective partner. He's kind of fulfills the role of the less smart sidekick.
Yeah, the Dr. Watson,
Yeah, Dr. Watson.
definitely.
Yeah, he doesn't contribute much to this. He doesn't contribute that much to solving what's happened. Just like on the side, trying to be more
Yeah,
humanistic.
yeah, he observes what art deducts.
Yeah.
Yep. He assumes it was an accident because it's the obvious one in the start, and he's a more simple and less smart character than Art.
Yeah, he's the one we're supposed to be representing, the normal folk who would assume the obvious.
Yes, damn.
So on to the language. The language is a little weird in this, I'd say, because it's sort of like old school English accent, kind of.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah.
You can hear the accent, but in the words like "hiya" and "hell of a thing, ain't ya?"
Yeah. Also, just the word choice sounds like something an old school detective would use. Also, we hear about the accident that happened to Ed and his nose, which was in 1945, we could assume. So most likely it is also from a long time ago.
Yeah, it's kind of old school also to just say 45 instead of 1945. Sir is also used a lot by, especially Connolly, when he addresses the detectives. And Art also says, "Let's get inside before I get like the brass monkey." This is some slang that we don't completely understand, but it's a way of saying that he wants to get inside before he freezes to death or something.
Yes.
But when he addresses Mrs. Owens, Art speaks nicely and calls her ma'am and has a nicer tone to her than he has to others.
Yeah. So he treats the suspects or like the ones involved at
the
least.
victim, maybe.
Yeah, maybe victim, you could say so, like a kind of respect as he thinks they deserve.
So on to the setting.
Setting is? You want?
Yeah, we have the physical setting, as they mentioned many times in the story. It's goddamn cold. It's like it's freezing, and the more we get into the story, the colder it actually gets.
Yeah.
It's a bit tricky.
It's mentioned a lot how cold it is and how they're trying to keep warm.
We also have the social settings, like within the family, about how it's built and how it used to be a good normal family, now it's
sad and
lonely,
lonely, kind of broken. Yeah, definitely.
You could also say something about the normal way crime stories often take place in a like gloomy environment, kind of creepy-ish.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this kind of fulfills because it's up in the attic, and
Yeah.
attics often have a
Gloomy and dark.
not very
sense to it.
pleasant
But
undertone.
the attic
to it.
is made. It's like it's a playroom now.
It is a playroom, though.
Yes.
But since there's weapons and like clippings of possible murder-like ways, it's probably not the most nice attic. I would assume.
True.
Probably very trashy and like a lot of
Filled up with junk.
Yeah.
dark corners and stuff. I could imagine at least.
We could also relate the setting that it's very cold, it's freezing cold, to the boy Jeffrey that killed his brother in cold blood.
Yeah.
Literally, he doesn't, he mourns him, but on the outside,
Yeah.
he killed him just to get more attention.
Stone cold bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's it for the setting. No. We need the context. for
Yes, the
last one.
context.
Yeah. So we think it fits sort of okay, at least onto the sort of like kind of whodunits genre, the very classy British crime story. Obviously we know who did it, or at least we're very sure, but I mean there could have been some other like aspects to the case.
Yeah, we have to figure out if it was intentional or not.
Yeah, maybe he was even manipulated or something. But
Yeah.
also just the basic Arthur Poe style with the whole deduction case where like we have this one very smart fella and the not so smart fella, and then he has to like explain it all
Yeah.
to the stupid ones, which also being us, right? So
Yeah.
he goes through the whole case in his head, and then
Yeah.
based off all the clues that we find,
Yeah, that's kind of it.